Good evening and thanks for tuning in tonight. Alabama remains #1 in today's newest AP poll as the Tide put together a dominating performance in a 25-0 win over Ole Miss this weekend. Alabama kept the Rebels off the scoreboard and held them to just 205 yards of offense. The Tide also got several key fourth down stops and a safety late in the game. For Alabama, it was a key win against the last-ranked opponent they'll face until LSU on November 9th. But for now, everyone in Tuscaloosa pretty happy after a big win.
All in all, I was really pleased and proud of the way our players competed in this game. We knew this was going to be a dogfight. We knew this was going to be a tough game, and our players really did a good job of being relentless out there with their effort, their toughness. The way they competed in the game.
Pure domination, especially on the defense. They had a few plays here and there, but 3 stops on fourth down, safety, turnover, I think 2 turnovers. So, we played a great game.
Ole Miss was getting beat up in Tuscaloosa. Auburn was just sitting back and relaxing on their bye week. Auburn will face Ole Miss next Saturday in a 6 o'clock kickoff on ESPNU. The Tigers will look to establish their ground game against the Rebels much the same way that Alabama did last night. And offensive coordinator Rhett Lashley says having that off week was a great benefit going into a tough SEC game.
We're able to evaluate ourselves, and sometimes you don't get a chance to slow down and do that as early as we did after 4 games, and I think that helped us, learn what direction we need to kind of focus on and go in. And we've worked extremely hard throwing and catching the football last week. I thought we got better, and we got to continue that over into this week.
The biggest story in college football over the weekend happened in the wee hours of the morning at LAX. That's where USC Athletic Director Pat Hayden fired head coach Lane Kiffin. This comes after the Trojans' 62-41 loss to Arizona State last night. Kiffin left Tennessee for the USC job, but he was unable to keep the Trojans among the nation's elite with just a 28-15 record. USC will begin the search for a replacement, but for now, Ed Orgeron is the interim head coach. NFL Week 4, Trent Richardson's new team, the Colts, were in Jacksonville, where the Jags aren't very good. Exhibit A, Blaine Gabbert getting picked off by Darius Butler. He goes 41 yards the other way for a pick six. Later, Donald Brown would scamper for 50 yards, and Trent Richardson would punch it in for the touchdown. Only 60 yards on 20 carries for Richardson, so he's still getting acclimated, but the Colts roll 37-3. Finally, all you high school football fans, now's a chance to show your school spirit. Get on our website, on our Facebook page on Alabama News Network, and vote for this week's Team of the Week. This week's nominations are Crenshaw Christian, Reeltown, and Southside Selma. You can vote through Tuesday at noon. We'll announce that winner on Wednesday. It's the final day of the regular season in Major League Baseball. The Rays would need a win to have a shot at the playoffs. They were in Toronto, and the Rays would get it. 6 runs in the first inning, led by James Loney there. They would win it 7-6. They will play at the Rangers tomorrow in a 163rd game. The winner of that will play Cleveland in the wild card playing game, so a lot of interesting baseball there. Meanwhile, the Braves, they're already in as the NL East champs, but they were playing for home field advantage, and the bats would come out hot. They would beat the Phillies 12-5 as Freddie Freeman knocks in his 109th RBI. Evan Gattis would follow with a 2-run homer, and the Braves would go on to a big win, but the Cardinals, however, will have the home field advantage in the NL. In NASCAR, today was week 3 of the chase for the Sprint Cup, and the question was whether Matt Kenseth could keep his hot streak going and make it 3 for 3. The answer to that was no. It was Jimmy Johnson holding off teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. down the stretch for a record 8th time at Dover International Speedway. Matt Kenseth, however, would keep his points lead even as he fell short in trying to become the first driver to win his first 3 chase races, but the day was all about Jimmy Johnson.
Long after I thought about the impact of winning in the chase and wondering where the 20 was and all of that. So a big day, but I came so close in the spring to getting this 8th win here and had that slip away, and it was nice to get it done today.
So Jimmy Johnson getting it done on the racetrack, a big win for him.
Absolutely, a lot of great NASCAR action to go along with our football and wrapping up baseball.
We bring it all here.
Absolutely, lots of stuff. Thank you so much.